Hello, Leo, and welcome to Bunny Cat's Oracle, or welcome back. It's great to have you guys here. I'm Marianne, and I'm going to be doing your March 2021 General Tarot reading today. And before I start, I just want to remind everyone that tarot is a form of entertainment. I'm only here to entertain you and keep you company for a little bit. If you feel like this really isn't your reading, or if something I'm saying, is triggering some weird memory, and feel free to click off. Otherwise, you're welcome to stay. This is just for fun. And let me start with your prayer. Okay. For everyone who clicked on this video today, I pray that you are healthy, that you're happy, that you are protected from harm, and that you're making all your best dreams come true. Okay, let's get started. So what's going on with Leo for March 2020? And I'm going to pretend it's not March 4th. It's only March 1st. Just kidding. Okay, I guess I can't really pretend, but I'm pretty happy it's March, though, I got to say. It's my season. I have a birthday this month. And the sun is shining. The snow in my city has more or less melted. And I'm feeling pretty good. I'm glad the retrogrades are over. And just feeling a little bit more positive about this month in general, I like the spring a lot. Anyway, enough about me. What's going on with you, Leo, in March 2021? Please, get a few more shuffles going here. Using this wonderful cat tarot again. You guys are all big cats, so hopefully that suits you. Although some of you are dog people, and that's fine too, but I hope you appreciate the reading nonetheless. Leo, please. All right. Okay, I'm going to do 6 lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Up a little bit. And get all the cards on the table before I start interpreting, so I'm not here all day. These cards are so cute. I just can't get over it. Like, even when it's a card that's like maybe kind of negative or, not as positive, let's say, it's still so adorable, So it's hard to have a bad feeling about anything that comes up in the tarot when I'm using this deck. I think that's why I like using it so much. Okay. Well, we've got the sun in your reading. That is really nice. Really, really nice vibe. I always like to remind people the sun is the most important card in the tarot. So it outshines any negativity, any difficulty. Not that you have like a ton of, negative cards here or anything, but the sun is shining in the line of something that you don't see here. And you know what? I'm going to come back to that, but I just wanted to point it out first. Leo. This month, I think you're really focused on your home life. And your financial security. That's kind of what I'm getting. The Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands here. This card is a really lovely card, actually. It's a card of abundance. Things seem to be going well, or at least you're making sure that they are. These cats are stopping to smell the roses, but it feels like a solid foundation. It's, a very abundant period. Even if things haven't been as, abundant than they usually are, with these lockdowns and everything. I feel like you're still making the best of it. Like, you're making your home feel like a really beautiful, abundant place. The Queen of Pentacles here, really good with money, really good supportive character, really looks out for her own, even if it's, he, she. It's the idea of somebody who can provide for their family and is very much focused on the family and the home and making sure everybody has exactly what they need. So I really like this vibe for you, Leo. I feel like you're really looking out for the people around you, whether that's your family or your friends or your roommates or whomever. And I'm also kind of getting the feeling of like keeping the peace. Now, in your present, I have the 8 of Pentacles, I have the 3 of Cups, and I have the Knight of Swords. So the 3 of Cups right at the center of your reading to me tells me that things are going well for you. This is a party card. It can be like an indicator card too, just to say that like things are going really well. Like, it's a really happy vibe. And I feel like you got this before in exactly the same position. I don't know if it was last month's reading. It may have been like the month prior, but I remember saying this to you exactly, just that like things are going well. And it feels like you're making your home life feel like a party life, like maybe you're putting a lot of thought into the food that you're making, and maybe you're playing songs, maybe you're doing little dances with your kids if you have kids or people around the house. Like I feel like you've really gotten into that. There's also a Knight of Swords at the bottom here. So this can represent fearlessness as an energy, as your energy. It's somebody that's willing to rush right in. This cat has his eyes closed, as you can see. He's just kind of jumping in. And so he's not really too concerned about the consequences of his actions. It's just rushing right in, right? So I feel like you are just doing what needs to be done. You may be really focused on your work as well, and just having a really fearless attitude, like come what may, I'm just going to kind of make it work. So I like that. I also get the sense you're seeing rewards for your labor and your talents with the Eight of Pentacles here. It says that you're getting lots of rewards and that there are more to come as well. So I like this energy for you, Leo. I like it a lot. In the recent past, I have the Four of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Hermit. So I do get a sense that you guys have been saving your money, really watching your budget really tightly. I feel like you're in a pretty secure, solid place, but maybe there was just a need to be a little bit more careful, using your best judgment, and also retracting from the world, kind of keeping to yourself. Or even just your family, if you have other people around you, which does make sense because, when we're in lockdown, which like we have been for like a million years, obviously, we're not going out and partying and we're not seeing a lot of people. And so that could just be that. The Judgment card here, I think I want to pull a clarifier for that because it can mean so many things. Oh, this came right up. I've got the Two of Spades here. I have that here as well. So it may be that there's somebody you aren't speaking with. Could be a past person. It's kind of like you've definitely had a lot of distance from this person. Ten of Diamonds. It could be somebody in your family. And the Jack of Clubs. Or somebody you had a lot of enthusiasm for in the past. Could be somebody that's really wealthy if they're not in your family. If it's somebody that was like a romantic interest, for example, I feel like you kind of made a judgment call here. It's almost like maybe there was somebody that was really interested in you and they could have been really wealthy. That could be why the Ten of Diamonds is here and like really excited, but you kind of made a judgment call and were like, it's just not time for that maybe, or, you really need to kind of just focus on other things. On your family, or you could have been worried about COVID. I don't know. But for some reason, I'm getting the sense that you've been kind of very solitary, making a judgment call about somebody. Two of Spades is like not talking to someone or having difficulty making a decision. It's like when you can't make a decision, so you just don't, you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. So I'm just going to wait it out, like kind of like avoiding the decision. Like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting through here. So, yeah, it seems to have worked out for you, though, because in the present, like I said, Three of Cups here, looking good, really focused on your work. The near future, I've got the Emperor. I've got that Two of Spades again. And then I have this, what is this? Four of Swords. He's upside down. The upside down Four of Swords, which is upside down to begin with. I don't know how he got upside down. I don't go out of my way to reverse it. But, if you've been in kind of a little bit of a restful phase. Rest is the key word with this card, but I think it sometimes can be like a little bit of depression too, like, or just kind of feeling like, just, a lack of motivation. And honest to God, like all of February through all these retrogrades, I felt that too. Just a bit of like drop, but like blah, kind of a blah feeling, even if you don't, suffer from clinical depression, just like the winter blah, I think that's kind of what I'm getting here. I feel like you are kind of getting ready to push through that, maybe dealing with a little bit of that blah, like a little bit more, maybe the first couple of weeks of March, but you're sort of like wanting to come out of it. Like the card's reversed. So that sort of shows me somebody's ready to kind of put this phase behind them. The Two of Swords is still here though. I think I said Two of Spades, but it's Two of Swords and he's so adorable. Like, again, this is that card that talks about kind of not wanting to make a decision, or maybe not talking to somebody. Like there could be someone you're thinking about a lot lately, or you could be thinking about each other and you're just not talking. You may have ghosted each other. I don't know. It seems to be a recurring theme here though, Leo. So I don't know who this is. You're going to know better than me. But I think that's going to continue. Whoever it is you're not talking to, I don't see, any conversation coming through here. And you could be dealing with an Aries or another fire sign. The Emperor is here. So cute. But I don't know that this is necessarily representing a person in your life. The Emperor is also about this like boss energy, right? So bossing up. So it could be really focused on your work. You could be, I think I said that before, but you could be feeling like extra ambitious, or you could be even wanting to start your own business, or like wanting to go for a promotion at work or a more managerial position or something like that, right? But if you're dealing with a little bit of procrastination or nervousness, like I think that's normal, and I mean that would kind of be a big change. Let me just kind of clarify a little bit. Let's see if there's anything else here. Yeah, I've got the Six of Clubs here. So, the Six of Clubs is a winning energy. It feels like there's a win available here, although you may be just a little bit nervous about taking the next step. But you know what? Don't be. I guess I'm contradicting myself, because you also had the Knight of Swords here about being fearless, and you've got the Two of Swords here about feeling nervous or having a difficult decision to make. So I would say, Leo, if there's something that you've been wanting to go for and you've been procrastinating about it, or you've been just nervous to take that first step, just go for it, because the Emperor and the Six of Clubs is a winning energy. I feel like you would do better than you would think. And at least according to my tarot cards, like I don't know you, I don't know your life, but this would be, I think, a positive omen to say, you know what, just go for it, just jump right in, like you're going to be great. Don't worry about it, right? Okay, it's something you don't see. This makes sense now. We've got the Queen of Clubs, Queen of Cups, the Sun, the Two of Wands. This is happiness and success. The Sun, again, this is just such a beautiful card. Happiness and joy, celebration. I see a cat here being very authentic as well, very vulnerable. Cats don't show their bellies to just anybody because it's such a vulnerable area. It's covering all of their internal organs, right? So I feel like, when you are authentically yourself and you actually allow yourself to be a little bit vulnerable or show the world what you're really made of, you are going to be very successful, and you're going to feel very happy too, doing something that feels more like you. It will require that you step outside of your comfort zone, the Two of Wands here. And also, it may require that you be a little bit more honest about what you think and feel with this Queen of Cups energy, or it might involve a female water sign, or a woman who's very kind of a little bit sentimental, maybe a bit emotional, or someone who kind of lives in their emotional world, or at least when I say they live in their emotional world, they make decisions from a place of emotion and intuition, like more so than from a place of logic. And so I can't say whether this is your energy or somebody else's, but this is something you don't see. So this could potentially be somebody that you could be working with that you would have a really good rapport with, actually. That like it shows that you'd be really successful with this person. Let me just clarify. I've got the Eight of Spades, and I've got the Joker, and I've got the Ace of Hearts. Okay, so there's a vibe of like something out of the blue with the Joker. Like it's almost like you don't see this coming, right? Or it almost feels like magic, and an Ace of Hearts. So this could be a really happy friendship. It could be a new love that's available. Some of you could have a female water sign, or it could be male too, I guess. A lot of happiness and joy with this Ace of Hearts, right? So however that resonates with you. With the Sun, it's very, very positive. But the Eight of Spades is here too, right? So again, I'm getting the feeling of like a little fear and procrastination. That seems to be a theme in your reading here. Like maybe this person kind of makes you nervous, or if it's a friend that you haven't spoken to in a long time and you really want to reach out, you may be nervous about how they're going to take that, right? Or if it's, you're trying to go for a promotion at work or start a business, you may be scared, like, well, how are people going to respond to that? Or what if they say no? Or what if they don't like me? And you know what? The eight of spades says there's nothing to fear except fear itself. Like you just need to just jump right in and just go for it, or say what you need to say. Let the chips fall where they may. As long as you're being nice, there's no reason to worry about how are people going to take it, right? They could say no, they could not like you, but it's not the end of the world, right? So I think you would be really, really pleasantly surprised if you just push yourself just a little bit outside of your comfort zone and ask for what or whom you want. So however that translates for you. And I have a few cards here about advice. I've got the Queen of Wands, I have the Nine of Swords, and I have the Nine of Wands. Wow, Leo, I'm really feeling the stress coming from you guys. I gotta say, there's a lot of swords in this reading. I feel like there's some mental conflict here. There's also a feeling of exhaustion. Some of you might have been through it, but the message here is don't give up. Do not give up. There is something that's stressing you out and that's making you feel like you might want to give up, and you need not give up. There may also be something you need to leave behind. If there's a situation that is ongoing in your life that is just constantly stressing you out and you feel like you constantly have to defend yourself, that may be something you have to change, right? Because you can't carry on like this forever. You're going to burn yourself out. The Queen of Wands is a really great card for you guys. You're a fire sign, and this is our fire queen here, right? This is a very ambitious queen, very beautiful, very seductive. Whether you're a man or a woman or a they or whatever, the Queen of Wands energy is about being very ambitious, asking for what you want, going after what you want, and making it happen. So don't let anybody tell you no. Don't let negative opinions of others get in your head. Believe in yourself. The more confident you are, the better this is going to go. So whatever that is. So I like that energy a lot for you, Leo. I think you've got some wins, just a little bit. I was going to say out of reach. I don't think they're out of reach. I think they're just around the corner. I think you just need to kind of, I want to say get over yourself, but that sounds so rude. I would never tell somebody to get over themselves, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like you kind of have to give yourself a little shake and just kind of, go after it anyways, whatever it is, right? Just speak up, because it's not that bad. Whatever is going to happen that you're afraid is going to happen, it is not actually going to happen, right? So take a deep breath. I definitely recommend some guided meditation or some nice soothing music, to put yourself in a mood, just to pay attention to your moods. If you feel like your brain is going in circles and figure eights and backwards and forwards, and, if you are dealing with that mental conflict, some soft music helps, some meditation can help. I was listening to Van Morrison all morning because I woke up in kind of a weird mood, and it just was so soothing and so beautiful. I definitely recommend that, or any cool vintage music. It's really helpful. I'm going to get a few oracle cards to close out your reading here. Let's do some animal spirit cards. I'm really into animals today. I mean, in general, but today especially. So actually, I'm just going to spread them out like this. We're going to see what's going to come. What do we have for Leo here? I have the hummingbird, and I have the panther. Wow. Well, this is nice. Okay. So this is really beautiful. Let me just take a second here. The hummingbird is really glowing to me. That's what's sticking out, is just how much this it's like a ball of light is around this hummingbird, and it's beautiful. It seems like it's such a different vibe from the panther. It's like the panther is like ferocious and strong, and the hummingbird is just gentle and fragile. And both of these animals, what they have in common is they move very quickly. I almost get the sense it's like you want to approach your life or your work or even the people around you with like the grace of the hummingbird and the strength of the panther, I'm actually kind of getting the impression of somebody who speaks softly and carries a big stick. It's like, you're gentle and you're kind and you can get what you want, but like people don't want to mess with you. The other thing that is the message of this hummingbird, the one that comes with the guidebook for this particular deck, is that the hummingbird knows where to get nourishment. Like if you put out some hummingbird syrup. I don't know. It's a sort of like Kool-Aid or something that hummingbirds drink. The hummingbirds will always come back, and they'll know to come back. It's like if you feed a stray cat, the cat will keep coming back, right? They know where to get the food, and they will keep coming back, and then they will leave and they will come back again. So it's kind of a message of self-care, like needing to figure out what it is that you have to do to put yourself in a good mind space and to take care of your mental health. Is it baths? Is it meditation? Is it long walks? Is it a particular song? Is there a dance you can do? There may be a little bit of a routine maybe you can add to your morning or to your midday that just kind of helps, big you up a little bit, get you into a more confident state and feeling good about yourself and feeling calm. I think that's going to be really necessary this month. And also the panther. Now, to me, the panther is making me think of ambition, of just like going for it, just no one is going to tell the panther, like, don't hunt. Like, of course he's going to hunt, right? Like, he's a panther, like you can't stop him, so don't deny yourself your true nature. Don't let your thoughts or emotions get the worst of you this month. You are very strong. You are the lion, right? You're the Leo, the king of the jungle. And you need to live your jungle life, your best jungle life. I don't know how else to say it, but I do think this is a message of self-care and of confidence. So don't talk yourself out of a good thing. I think that's what I should have said at the beginning, but I'm saying it now. So better late than never, right? Well, Leo, this has been fun. I want to thank you again for joining me on my channel. It really means so much to me. If you liked this video and you want to hit the like button or consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it, but there's no pressure. You don't have to. And until next time, take very good care of yourselves. Bye.